NFL. And all eyes are on the Packers' veteran quarterback, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Packers and the Vikings, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And bringing them out is a Pro Bowler back in the 2015 campaign. He's now approaching a decade in the league. It's Teddy Bridgewater.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Bridgewater going to throw right away. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Bridgewater. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Well, these 2 teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Bridgewater. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball has moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Vikings had a woeful 3-12 on the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid. That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll run with Patterson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4. Mixing up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stepped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Open man there is Patterson, complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They'll run with Patterson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Mixon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Bridgewater. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. David Montgomery, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So a sensational return there on special teams. A foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can... on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. We start with what used to be the Battle of the Bay. No more. It's San Francisco heading south to take on Las Vegas. And it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the 2nd quarter. Corey Davis, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. DeAndre Carter leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown a touchdown pass. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Packers, we check out their numbers on the ground. as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Now you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
To throw again on second down, Garoppolo. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own. Yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Running left, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Bridgewater. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. On now is the Packers punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here.
Back now at Lambeau. Here we go. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Garoppolo now.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is caught. He hits Landry.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On 2nd and goal, 1 man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a give running right is Montgomery. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
6 now, 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they take a knee.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet.